is cooking.
What up? Audie boy. Where's that little Audie boy? Audie boy. You're hiding now. I think we gotta wake up Aud, everybody. This is gonna hurt my ears.
If you smell what the rock is cooking.
Aud, did that wake you up, little boy, over there?
I am awake.
That really hurt my ears, by the way, because I turned it up on Spotify and I didn't turn it up on the OBS software, so that was stupid loud. I was gonna have it keep going, but that really hurt. Oh my gosh. That was loud. Zoom podcast. I don't get the Zoom podcast, but okay. So, topic of the week is what here, Audie boy?
Rock, and if you can smell what he is cooking.
It's, this would actually be a decent title to reuse when we do like another fun cooking.
It would be.
I mean, I don't know if there's really no rules on any of this, so we could reuse everything. Every Wednesday have a Zoom class. Oh, that is true. Today's not Wednesday, though. Today's Tuesday. See, get it? Because he's in Australia. That was terrible. Yeah. So the episode's on the rock.
That's right. I was experiencing some audio issues, but I've got them sorted, so I'm back.
Do you still hear me twice?
No, I can only hear you once now, but
Okay.
hearing you twice was great. Twice the fun.
I didn't know, like yesterday I had with the microphone, the reason it was being all stupid is I just didn't have the headphones plugged in all the way. I'm not making it earlier because everybody...
Is it plugged in? Is it plugged in?
It's plugged in.
Hey, Mundo.
Mundo's here. We got the Jordan. We got the Monkey. I would do it earlier. The first one we did was an hour earlier, and nobody was in attendance until like the late.
You want us to do it earlier?
Yeah. Maybe I can do a.
No. 8 o'clock.
I don't know how to do a replay of something instead of like doing that. I'll just have the replay going, but you can watch all previous ones on my YouTube channel,
which he has now.
Your
little YouTube looks all kind of messed up.
My what?
Your YouTube link on your screen. What is that?
That's because I don't have an actual. You have to have like 1,000 followers or 100 something followers in order to have an actual name. So you have to. That's my channel code.
Huh. That seems weird.
Yeah. So, all right. You know what, Monkey? We will do an earlier one for you in the future. We'll do that. I'll do that for the Monka. We'll figure something out.
If it's for Monkey, I'll do it.
Yeah, we'll do it for the Monk. Nobody else.
We could do like a British one.
Ooh.
A British version.
I'm really bad with the accent. Do we have to talk?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
It'll be good practice.
It's really bad. Spoiler alert, I have terrible accents. So, terrible. So, I don't know, get this show on the road here?
Let's get into it.
So, week in review. You wanna hit us off here? Your past week here, Audie?
Week in review. Taylor Swift's new album was dropped late on Friday night, and I've been doing all the listening ever since.
I don't know if you're sarcastic or not right now.
Already heard it like 46 times. Got all the lyrics. What's your week been like?
Are you serious right now?
No, I'm not being serious. I do know that it dropped, and I have listened to it quite a bit, but not by choice. It just happened to be playing in the background the whole time. You got to turn me up too. Jordan can't hear me.
Yeah, it's loud in my ears, so I turned it up on the actual desktop.
Okay, let me turn mine up.
No, you're good. You're good. I just turned it up on the OBS software as opposed to mine because it was blasting.
Jordan, is that better?
This is blasting now. I got to kick it back a little bit.
No, it's still about that lawn care, man. Weekend review. It's about that lawn care. I went golfing again. I
You're welcome,
forgot.
Jordan. Oh,
I
that's right. You
played
did go golfing.
I played 9 holes on Friday, and I played
Hmm,
18 holes on Sunday.
that's
So I played a
nice.
lot of holes this week. Yeah, I did okay. Pretty much the same as last time,
I
but it
like
was
that.
fun. Yeah, I got a little sunburn. Like I forgot to put sunscreen on my back this
Ooh,
weekend, and I got really badly burned.
that's not good.
And I went out and went swimming, which was fun.
Hmm.
I saw a turtle,
What kind of turtle are we talking? We talking
a
a
little, real big one,
like a tortoise
snapper
turtle?
turtle.
Was it a
Yeah, like a
tortoise or
big
was it a
old
turtle?
turtle.
Okay. Box?
I don't know. It was
I don't know.
big.
Okay.
Um, kind of. I tried to go fishing, but I didn't catch a fish. So does that really count as fishing? Probably not.
I think it's you engaged in the act of fishing,
I engaged in the act of casting.
and we're
I went
casting now.
casting. I went
Real
casting.
casting, as opposed to this fake casting we're doing right now. Hi-yo.
Jordan had a show match this week, and he won. By the way,
Against who?
I don't know if I was supposed to say the outcome.
Oh,
Perhaps it hasn't been casted.
oh, spoiler. He
Jordan
didn't.
had a show match this week, and I don't know the result.
Well, if it happened this past weekend, it wouldn't be casted because all the replays and everything don't work with the
Ooh, good point.
fix last night. PT. It was
PT.
casted live. Okay.
Ooh, so he won.
I'm proud of you, Jordan. Little winner chicken dinner.
Winner, winner.
That's a
Kangaroo
eventful
winner.
little week you had.
Yeah, not bad, right? I
Okay.
was serious
Yeah.
about Taylor Swift's album coming out, by the way. I don't know
Okay.
if you knew that.
I heard something about it and I saw
It's
something
all
about
the
it
rage. It's
on
all the
Reddit.
rage.
I wouldn't know. I don't listen to that genre of music. So it's
Pony
all
Boy, what
new.
did you do this week?
What did I do this past week? Well, yesterday or 2 days ago, I don't know, I'm losing track of days. I changed around my table, so I'm just sitting on the opposite side of the table I was
You're in the
on.
basement now.
I've been in the basement the whole time.
You're in a different part of the basement now.
Same part, literally. I was just sitting on that side of the wall, like the brick.
You've rotated your position in the basement now.
I've rotated and reflected my position. I pushed the table against the wall just because now I have more room behind. It was like
Did you
it was
push
just too
the
cramped.
table to the window
The
or
window to the
to the
wall
wall?
till the sweat drips down my whoa. Let's see. I did that. I went swimming Saturday.
Ooh, so did I. Did you get a little
Um,
sunburn?
no, I got a little more red, but it's also the lighting because I'm literally under the light now, as opposed to the light being in front. Like
Where'd you go swimming?
at my sister-in-law's, they live in the
Oh,
same
cool.
town as me, so we just went over there, and then I got a burrito for dinner. Oh, did
Oh,
a
wow.
did a little birthday dinner celebration for my sister, her husband. Fun fact: my sister and her husband share the same birthday.
Monkey got promoted. Nice.
Monkey
Congrats,
got
man.
promoted.
That's nice.
Spoiler alert, Jordan. That'll appear later.
Yeah, come on, Jordan.
But
That's
yeah,
in the A to Z. What is it? AOE to Z?
AOE to Z.
Yeah.
It's in them somewhere in there. And then I don't know what else did I do. Oh, I watched a lot of the Cubs. I spent
Yeah,
a
you
lot of
did.
time watching Cubs baseball because that's
Because
good.
baseball is
Yeah,
back.
and not right now in Florida because of the Marlins, COVID.
Sergeant
It's
Monkey. He's been promoted to sergeant.
ooh, I like Sergeant Monkey a lot.
Pretty good.
I really hope Monkey's last name is Monkey Car because that'd be awesome to call him Sergeant Monkey Car. But yeah, that was about it. Oh, and I built Legos. I posted that on my
I saw
Discord
those.
and
Those are so
whatnot.
fancy. I have
Yeah,
a bunch of Legos.
yeah. You could kind of
I
see
have the
some of them in the
Aquanaut
background.
series. Are you familiar with them?
The what one?
Aquanauts from the
I
90s.
I
I have all
had
of them, like the whole collection,
were they
and the original boxes.
white, blue, and orange?
Yes. No,
Yes.
yellow. Yellow and
Yellow.
blue.
Okay, the
And then
yellow
the
and blue
Aqua
one.
Sharks were the blue and orange and
Okay,
white.
that's the one I was
The
thinking
bad
of.
guys. The
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
guys.
I had a couple of them. Super Monkey Cop Car. That's even better.
I like that too. That's pretty good.
Yeah. But big Lego collection. You could kind of see some of it behind me, but not really. You could kind of see the TV behind me. So
I have a castle too, like a Lego castle. That's pretty
ooh,
cool. It's like the first one I ever had. And then I have some Star Wars, and I have Aliens.
ooh.
Yeah,
I
and
have
you probably have a lot of Legos.
yeah, I have well over 100 sets. I'm probably like pushing 150.
Did you ever get your custom Lego design published in the Lego magazine when you were a kid?
No, I never did. Did you?
I tried so many times, but no.
No, I never did. That was like one of my things
That
growing
was my
up.
dream.
Yeah, that
That
was
was my
my
dream.
dream. And then like the creativity like just disappeared like overnight one day, and I just couldn't like build things anymore. Like I could visualize it, but I just couldn't do it anymore with my hands.
That's around the same time that you started to be bad at Age of Empires.
It actually might have been because I probably stopped that. Yeah, I would say if it's came out when I was 14, so that's probably about right. Yeah, it's a lot of Lego behind me.
Ugh.
It's a lot.
Lego magazine was awesome. I'm pretty sure I still have some of those.
I get the
Lego magazine.
catalogs, the quarterly catalogs, like the shopping
I
ones.
wanted to be one of the Lego engineers.
Hmm.
That was my dream job.
Yeah, honestly, you get to live like in like Denmark, Norway, Sweden, like really nice areas, and just build Lego.
Bart Odd the Hater. That's
Oh,
right.
the hater was a mechano boy. What's mechano?
Mechanical engineer.
I don't think that's what it's supposed to be. I think it's like some weird British toy.
Oh, maybe it's like a Connects, like an alternate to
Like a
Legos.
Connects, not Technic, or like
We
maybe
should
an
do a Lego podcast. Oh my gosh. We can both have photos of Legos we
you
have.
know what I could do if we did that?
I'll
Maybe.
when I go back home before I go to Texas, I'll get some
All right.
photos.
So let's do that. We'll
They're
schedule
all
that,
built.
and I will
They're
do it
all
on my
built in the
phone.
box.
I'll try to do it on my phone, so then I could do a tour of the basement because literally
Ooh.
I just have Legos everywhere. I also have storage bins. Oh, it's a mega block. Oh boy, get out of here. But I have like over there storage. I have a bunch of Lego for sale.
Photos.
So if there's people that want to
Ooh.
purchase specific Legos from me, I know what the actual cost of they are, what I could get from them, and I'll cut you a decent deal. So
You know the actual cost, and you know the cost that is three
yes.
times as much, which is the cost you will
Fun
be charged.
fact about Lego. Lego prices, like flipping Lego, selling them like brand new in box, things like that. The price of Lego compared to the price of gold, Lego is worth more than gold when you look
Woo.
at like the flipping value of them. Hey, Bristolin. All
Hello,
right, but
Bristleman.
that's a little sidetrack. We'll do a Lego show before you go back. I kind of
Hey,
like that
every
idea.
podcast needs a sidetrack.
All right.
Everyone. Last time it was
So
Star Wars.
the reason we're here is
Drum roll.
because we're about to.
If you smell what the rock is cooking.
I just had to do it again. I had to have that sound go. This guy right here. Look at that. Look at that picture on it. That was a good find.
There it is. Dwayne Douglas Johnson.
And our podcast is actually on Dwayne Douglas Johnson.
That is an amazing photo. I can't get enough of it. It is The Rock holding a rock.
Oh, that's a boulder, but it's a rock.
Yeah, to him it's a rock.
To
That's
him,
a skipping stone.
to him, it's a pebble. It's a princess in the pea. I'm letting that one sit in a little bit before we get to all the other little nonsense. Oh my gosh, makes me feel this picture of Buggy. That's funny. That picture of Buggy is something else. Oh, all right. So little facts about Dwayne Douglas Johnson. Who is Dwayne Douglas Johnson? What do people most know him as? Do they call him
Person
Dougie?
it's The Rock and Vin Diesel mixed up. Well, after this presentation, you will no longer get them mixed up because we're going to tell you all about The Rock. Everything you need to know, and you'll remember forever.
He's
Vin
listening.
Diesel will be dead to you.
His middle name is Douglas, like a Douglas fir.
Yes, Bart. He's a geologist. He loves rocks and volcanoes and
You know,
tectonic plates.
I didn't
Seismic waves.
That honestly looks like it looks like dolomite or limestone. I'd like to figure out which one it is by doing an acid test.
Yes. I'll just grab my pH strips and we'll figure this out.
So, so a little early career about the boy right here. Little early stuff. If you don't know who The Rock is, Bristolin.
Yeah, bristling.
He was a supermodel. Look at that.
Look at that fanny pack.
That photo, when that emerged on the internet, I couldn't remember when. That was one of the greatest finds. I don't remember who found it. Was it like Jimmy Fallon or I don't know. It was on one of those talk shows. And that was one of the greatest things ever.
He does a lot of talk shows, so it might have been Jimmy Fallon. I'm not sure.
Him or Jimmy Kimmel, one of the Jimmys. I don't know. He was a defensive tackle. Did you know that? Did you know that he played football?
I did know that he played football.
Yeah. He played.
U.
What's that?
The University of Miami.
They call it the U.
Yeah.
Look at that.
My understanding is he was decent, but he wasn't like super good. He was decent.
Yeah. He was on a Pro Bowl team. Or not Pro Bowl, Orange Bowl. I said Pro Bowl. Yeah. But yeah, defensive tackle. Look at that. That's nice stoic. And then he decided to become a WWF, WWE superstar. Career span basically from mid-90s all the way up until 2004, and then came back in like 2011. And now he's still
does some cameo type stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Now it's like cameo
he does something
stuff.
behind the scenes too, right? He's like I don't know what they would call him, like a board or director or something. But
yeah. I could see that.
You know, I don't know much of anything about his wrestling because
I was about to say, are you a wrestler boy?
No, not really.
I wasn't either.
My cousin was, but I wasn't. So like, I had some peripheral exposure, but nothing to where I know any of them. I just know who The Rock is. Like that was the only person I knew.
Yeah, and like
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, you knew the big guys. Yeah, Austin 316. You had The Rock, and I mean his wrestling moves with like the people's elbow or the corporate elbow because he went with the corporation. That was a thing for a while. I can't go in much detail on it because I wasn't a wrestling boy, but I did play on my Nintendo 64 WCW versus NWO Revenge. That was the best wrestling game ever. It was literally just boxy looking guys. But that's where I know like most of my wrestlers from is just playing that game. Wrestling games are always fun because it's just kind of like beating up on each other, kind of like playing like Mortal Kombat, but you could do like tag team stuff. So it's kind of fun. But yeah, I don't know much Rock stuff. We kind of focused more on his, I would say, just his movie and TV's career. Bartender, I will tell you this. Have you ever listened to Macho Man Randy Savage? He does have 1 or 2 albums out before he died. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. So, yeah, but that's early stuff. We have a little trivia for everybody. Oh, I like that. Does anybody know who is this buff dude? It is not Jake the Snake. Let's see who can guess this one. I like that photo you found.
Yeah.
Anybody? Yeah, Bartender. I will. It is not the Sultan.
Hairline.
It's a very strong hairline. Like that is. It's even got the widow's peak going. Good sideburns. Good mustache. You want to just? I don't know.
No
Do we have anybody? I mean, the topic is The Rock.
Yeah.
Who is this buff dude? I do like that I did the zeros for dude. Odd, you want to spoil it? We don't got anything else.
That is The Rock's dad.
It is not me, Bristolin. You goof. Yeah, it's The Rock's
dad.
Rocky
Johnson.
So his name is Rocky Johnson?
Yes.
So it is actually Odd. This is Odd. We found Odd finally.
Oh.
Odd face reveal, everybody. He was a professional wrestler.
Yep. Ticket to the gun show.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So Sadly, The Rock's dad recently passed away like 2 months ago, a
So
month or
like 2
two
months.
ago.
Okay.
But yeah, he was also a wrestler and taught him all this stuff. But you can see the muscular similarities.
I mean, you could really see it in the face, going from there to there. Look at that face. I just wanted to go back 2 slides to that one. All right, that one I should have put in every other. Oh, it is The Rock's dad. Confirmed. So yeah, we just want to show you that. So the big topic of today is movies and TV with The Rock. A lot of this is going to be odds perspective, because would you say this is your favorite actor?
Say, you gotta love The Rock.
Okay. So I just picked a couple random movie stills. We'll talk a little bit about these. We have other ones. We could go on and on. I put this slide together on because two of the all three of these were not well done or not high up critically, and one of them I like, two of them I dislike.
Well, the first one is The Mummy Returns, not The Scorpion King, because of the horrible CG.
Uh-huh. The Scorpion
Um,
King has terrible CG as well.
It does, but I'm pretty sure it's worse than
Yeah.
The Mummy Returns.
Uh,
It's like notoriously bad and
Bartender
hilarious.
knows Doom. Good job.
Yeah, Doom. And then what's it? The Tooth Fairy one or whatever.
So
It's been so long since I saw that one, I couldn't even tell you anything about it, but I have seen it.
yeah.
Um,
So hey,
there
what's
are
up,
movies I
Nippies?
have not seen, by the way. I don't know if this is the right time to say that, but I found out about more the past couple days that I need to watch, but also I haven't seen them all. So I'm
Yeah.
excited about catching up on Rock movies.
So I've seen all three of these because I'll just kind of talk about my little experiences as it's going, and then I'll chime in when we get to yours. The movie I like out of these three is The Tooth Fairy. The Scorpion, that CGI. I think there was a stream that we had. I want to say it was on Meaty's stream when he just kept showing clips of the CGI from that, and that is the actual CGI from the movie. Like
It's really
literally,
bad.
the
It's
TV
really
show
bad.
Alex Mack from the late '90s. Or
That's a great show.
It was that had better CGI than a $1 million budget. Doom.
That's a fair critique.
Yeah, Doom. I just did not like at all, and I like The Rock. I mean, I'm gonna say that it actually. I can't think of that actor's name. I just always.
So it's important to note that a lot of movies The Rock is in, when you look at the movie as a whole, you're kind of like, that's a bad movie. But
Uh-huh.
you look at the scenes The Rock's in and him, you're like, that's a great actor. That's just sort of how it goes.
Look at
He
where
kind of carries scenes. He carries movies. His
this right here.
cameos are really good. He's
This right here.
lovable. What?
I was just circling over. Yes, that picture of him carries the movie. But Tooth Fairy is actually funny. It's really not that bad, surprisingly. I was waiting for it to be the worst thing ever, and I came out on top.
What is Jordan asking Lubu? What
I
is he
don't.
talking about?
It's a Chinese general from like 100 BC or something like
Oh,
that.
he wants us to do a podcast about it. Well, we gotta research and
Yeah.
put the slides together.
But the part that
These Aussies want us to podcast about things like 5 minutes before the podcast.
Yeah.
We need time. You know what I mean? Come on, Jordan.
I'm not doing that right now. But Doom, the part that got me
I'll
was
do
a
it. I like to look
first-person
things up while we
shooter.
podcast.
Yeah.
Lubu.
So, in all three of these movies, well, not, and even Tooth Fairy, these are actually like the beginning stages of The Rock's movie career. So, like, you're gonna see like a big like incline from his movies. Besides
Oh, they've
these,
gotten better and better and better
yes.
over time. Oh, yeah.
That's funny. But yeah, I just want to say it. But Doom has an interesting first-person shooter part of the movie, and it goes before that one movie that came out recently where it was all first person. I can't remember the name of it. It was like a first-person shooter type movie.
I'm kind of remembering.
It was like literally on the guy's head, the camera, and everything was like that. I never saw it, but it's just disorienting.
Hardcore Henry.
Yeah, it's just disorientating.
Disorienting.
Yeah, disorienting. I can't spell words. Spell or speak, apparently.
Disorienting.
But yeah, let's go to some other movies just in general.
Yeah,
So
general movie talk. We're just warming up.
yeah, just warming up on things. We got
So the next one's the more recent
Mhm.
films. We'll call them films. They're not
It-
movies. They're
oh
films.
my
They're art.
gosh. If
Um,
if Meaty
Skyscraper,
was here right now and you said that, he would have
Hobbs and
left.
Shaw, Jumanji, and
I put Journey to the
Journey.
center of the
Yeah,
earth,
yeah, yeah.
because it's
That's
like that's
that's a good
one.
one.
It's a fun one. It's one that like I say most like middle school science teachers or late elementary school science teachers will play one of those movies like on like a movie day. Like it's a
I like it.
wholesome, fun movie. It's
That's one I
goofy.
recently saw, maybe like a year ago, I want to say.
Yeah, it's not bad. I never
Yeah.
saw Journey 2. I saw Journey 1.
Oh, okay.
But Skyscraper, I agree. It was not what I
So
thought it was going to be stupid, and it's really
so
fun.
great. So entertaining. I went to it like opening week when I lived in the UK, actually. That was really fun. I found a big poster of it. It was great. Big poster of that photo right there.
I like that.
So they had like a huge one, rock in your face.
Oh yeah, he did do Journey to Witch Mountain as well. The rock
He
journey's
did.
everywhere.
He
Rocks
did.
are everywhere.
Rock and roll.
But Jumanji, I think it was a hit among kids
The
and
second one
adults.
just came out too.
I have
So, oh wait, it's coming out. It's coming out
yeah, I
soon.
think it's coming out.
I've watched Jumanji a
Oh,
lot, just on demand. It's really good.
I think we own it. I'm pretty
Really
sure.
entertained. I was very entertained
Bristling
by that.
corrected herself. Race to Witch Mountain. I never saw that. I did see the original one when I was a kid. The original Race to Witch Mountain. I was kind of bored.
Some of these I saw a long time ago, and I
Yeah.
don't remember them that well.
I
Need a
just picked
refresher.
like Hobbs and Shaw, but like I mean, Fast and
Fast and
Furious in
Furious.
general.
I think doesn't he show up at number 5?
Yes,
Fast 5.
5,
Yeah,
6,
and then
7,
he's in
8.
6. Yep,
He's
yep.
going to be in 9. But I will say that Fast and Furious, The Fast and the Furious, good movie. I did not like the second one, Too Fast, Too Furious. Tokyo Drift is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life.
What? Ugh.
No, Tokyo Drift is literally one of the worst movies on the planet. I've seen a lot of bad movies.
Dies, and it's so sad.
No, it's one of the worst things ever. Kid Rock, Ball with the Ball.
Draws the emotion out.
No, there's none.
It's hard to think about it. No.
No.
But then he comes back, and no one knows how.
Yeah. But Fast and Furious came out number 4, and it took me years to see it because of just being disappointed.
Monkey, how have you never seen a single Fast and Furious? That's incredible that you've dodged those. That's like
That's fine.
absolutely incredible.
I'm okay with it. I'm not a car
No,
person
just how do you
at
get
all.
away with that? Like you just turn the TV on, and the likelihood of it being
it's on TBS
channel,
or TNT like constantly. It's like, oh, I'm on USA right now, and
Oh,
Fast and
there it
Furious
is.
marathon. Like literally, that's
You
what
catch
happens.
yourself like saying all the lines from it because you've seen it so many times. Just turning the TV on. Yeah.
But they're really good.
That kind of series. That's like one of the highest grossing series out there. People love that stuff. Can't get enough.
And like the thing is, I don't like cars. Like I'm not a car person, but like I enjoy those movies because I like ridiculous action movies because they're not even about cars anymore. It's like, oh, here's a cool car, but now we're literally superheroes that are saving the world. That's literally what the movies are now.
What I think's fun about it is, so I went to one of those on like opening weekend just because I'm not like a big fan, but the crowd was so into it, and like it was one of the more vocal and like cheering movie theater crowds I'd seen. Kind of interesting. People love that stuff.
I kind of like that. I like that people are cheering. You don't
Who do
get
you
that
think
a
the
lot.
biggest Fast and Furious fan that we play Age of Empires with is? If you had to pick one person, who do you think is there like for opening weekend every single time a new movie comes out?
I would say
Probably someone you least expect.
Do you actually know the answer?
No, I don't. I'm just.
I would assume. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna assume Wall GZ.
I was gonna say Nalgs too.
Because he has a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And it's Bristolin is the answer. So
Bristolin and Bart are both accusing each other of being.
I've seen them all. I saw quite a few of them in theaters. They're more fun to see like on a mega screen.
I think it's Aurelius. I think Aurelius is there at opening night.
I could see that.
Time.
I could see that. So
it's like, hey man, Aurelius, where have you been? We haven't been around for games. It's like, I was watching Fast and the Furious 1 through 7 because 8's coming out.
I'm rewatching the week before, like I
I
did with
rewatched them
Star
all 3
Wars.
times before the new movie comes
Yeah,
out.
that's funny. All right, so some fun
That's what Mundo
cameos.
does for the Harry Potter movies.
I like that idea. So some fun cameos. Prior to like, some of these prior to like him hitting it big, and then other just little goofy things. You want to talk about a little bit of these? Seems like
Yeah,
you're
1999 was his first appearance on TV in a non-WWE or WWF performance. So that was that 70s show. He played a trainer, and you can see that's the bottom right photo.
right here.
So pretty funny.
He looks good with that
Yeah,
hairdo.
nice hair.
Fake
Um,
mustache.
he did Star Trek, which I thought was kind of cool. He was let me see. He was a
Hey, you said something, and I've never seen
what
much
was it
Star
called?
Trek.
He was a Pandari fighter.
So any Star Trek people know what a Pandari fighter is? Give us a little.
In Deep Space Nine, season 6, episode 15. Featured music by Dennis McCarthy.
That's something.
I know so much about it. These are all facts I know in my head.
I
I'm
bet.
not reading it.
Not IMDb or anything.
A really fun one. Hannah Montana, believe it or not. That's the photo from the top left. So he was a character in Hannah Montana.
Hmm.
Wizards of Waverly Place with Selena Gomez in 2009. Family Guy, he was obviously a voice character in 2010.
Was he
And
actually The
then
Rock in that, like as himself, or just some random?
no, I think he was just the voice of another character.
Okay.
And then lastly, he did Lip Sync Battle, if you remember that show. And he did a Taylor Swift song, Shake It Off.
That's funny. I
It was
think I
funny.
remember
I watched
those
it.
clips going around on YouTube of him doing
Yeah,
that.
it's actually really entertaining.
Yeah.
So
Huh.
Rock cameos are really good. He
How,
can
how about that?
steal the show.
Monkey is a Star Trek boy. He's a Trekkie. And he didn't even notice him.
What? Oh,
And that's him right here.
I didn't know that.
It's probably that
Monkey
one
likes Star
time
Trek.
you
That's
were
awesome.
like not looking at the screen.
Right. He was refreshing his tea.
Yeah. So some fun cameos. We do have some little sneaky. This was a good one by you. Sneaky fun rock moments. So these are some, maybe one, but you did not realize that he was in or he was either in or played some sort of part in the movie or TV show.
Yeah. Or like maybe these are ones that didn't make my top 10 and
Yeah.
like maybe lesser roles that you wouldn't remember. But one of my favorites, this one, Get Smart, is a hilarious movie with Steve Carell. He's Agent
Never
23,
saw
so
it.
he's not a, yeah, he's not, you should see it. It's really good. It's really like campy and very enjoyable, but he plays, I guess since you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil it, but he plays one of the agents that work with Steve Carell. They're
Is
both
it just and
secret agents.
is it like a little cameo or is he in the whole thing or?
He's one of the main characters,
Oh,
but he doesn't have a huge role in the show. So he's only in it for like a grand total of 10 minutes.
okay.
But spaced out throughout the movie, and he plays a significant role in the movie. And he basically steals the show in every scene that he's in, and he's an awesome character. I don't know if you've seen G.I. Joe, the recent release, but he plays a character called Roadblock, and that's
I
pretty good.
watched one of
He plays a
them.
pretty big role in that one, but
Yeah.
I kind of called it out here because I think nobody remembers the movie G.I. Joe, but it's pretty cool. There's like good action and stuff.
Yeah, it's all right. It's not the greatest, but it has fun action.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't know what
Have you
Fighting
seen
with My family
Fighting with My
is.
Family? He
I don't know
makes
what
a
that is.
cameo as himself. So there's this movie called Fighting with the Family where these kids are obsessed with being pro wrestlers from the UK, and it's based on a true story.
Hmm.
And they have a family gym, and they all are like they all are semi-pro wrestlers and struggling to try to be pros. And one of the girls becomes a pro wrestler, and in the process they meet The Rock, and he's playing himself. It's pretty funny. So um, he makes like 2 or 3 appearances in the movie. They're just trying to promote wrestling, and it's like this true story that they tell. So
Hmm.
I really like that one too. Takes place in the UK, so maybe Monkey's heard of it. I don't know.
He
Or
was
maybe he
good
knows
with
the story.
Sam Jackson, forgotten name. I don't know what that means, Monkey.
Yeah. I don't know. The other guys, this one he plays one of the police officers. Have you seen the other guys? Will Ferrell, Marky Mark? No.
Oh yeah, he's literally in it for like 2 minutes. in the
Yeah,
movie.
but
Spoiler
it's a
alert.
hilarious.
It
It's a
was him
hilarious 2
and I
minutes.
can't remember who the other guy was, but yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah. So that's the
yeah.
great
Yeah,
cameo there.
yeah.
Mark Wahlberg, yeah, Marky Mark.
Yeah.
Yep.
That movie,
Um,
no, that movie was actually pretty funny, and literally, it reminds me of, I can't remember that Steven Seagal movie that he's in it, just very, very short, and that's about executive order, executive decision, one of the two. But yes, The Rock's in it for a very short while. Now,
Yep. Hey,
GZ.
now GZ.
Oh,
Nalgs, we have a question for you. Are you a huge Fast and the Furious fan? Do you go to all the movies on opening night?
this is suspense.
Okay, well, he answers that. I found out that The Rock was an executive producer for Shazam. He's also an executive producer for a lot of things, including like Baywatch, which he stars in. So there's a whole list of that, but I figured I don't know
That's
if you've
fun.
seen Shazam, but that's a
I
pretty funny movie.
Nail GZ said, of course.
Yes,
You are correct.
you were right.
We like
We
him too,
called
but
it.
we assume that you were the biggest.
You're the biggest fan that we know.
Yeah.
We just decided that. And lastly, The Mummy Returns, the scene where he's horribly CGI'd, but the Scorpion King, he played the Scorpion King in Mummy Returns, and they did a whole spin-off with Scorpion Returns, which launched his entire career as an actor.
And there's
more of like an
there's
action.
I want to say there's
actor.
like 3 or 4 Scorpion King movies.
Yeah, so what's interesting, I didn't watch a lot of his original movies from back around right after the Scorpion King, but he actually plays a lot of semi-serious roles, and I think there was like question as to what direction he was going to go, and he had obviously went the route of action hero, and I think that was a good decision for him.
I think so too. And he's actually a good actor. Like it's not like you watch some of these
A
guys
little bit
that
of
try it
everything.
out. Like
Yeah,
you
can,
look Hulk Hogan, like as a wrestler as an example, not a good actor, even though I've seen almost all of his movies.
See, pony, I told you, Too Fast, Too Furious is good. You were
It's
wrong.
not. I don't like
Now
it.
and I love it. It's our favorite.
That's fine. You could like that. I'm just saying it. You got 2, 3 is the worst. Tokyo Drift
It's
is by
like
far the worst.
it's like Jordan with his Burmese Rambai Rush. Too Fast, Too Furious
No.
for me to handle.
Mm-mm.
No.
I don't know. All right.
No.
You guys ready for your Audi's top 10?
Yes. The big reveal. Oh, I got a pity laugh from Jordan on my joke.
But he ruined it, and now it's all action. It literally is just all action. It's not about cars. They'll showcase a couple cars, and then it's all superheroes, which I like because I'm not a big car boy. But I'm okay with
Look,
it.
not every Rock movie can be number one, guys. So just in advance, this is always subject to change. So first of all, my Wi-Fi name at home, it's for the 5G, it's San Andreas.
I like that.
For the 2.5G, it's Rampage. So I named my Wi-Fi after Rock movies, just so everybody knows. But my favorite movie is San Andreas. Yes, it is San Andreas. It's not the best movie on the planet in terms of acting, but it's amazing. It's cheesy and campy and wonderful. And if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It's a bunch of ridiculous action, and The Rock is absolutely hilarious and enjoyable.
It's straight up ridiculous action. I've seen it.
Straight up ridiculous.
I was entertained, and I'm sitting there like, how is this happening right now? Literally, the entire state is cracking in half, and he's just on helicopters, and it's fun though.
Yeah, and then he has to deal with all his teenage daughter drama along the way, which
and
is hilarious.
Wonderful. It's not his wife; it's ex-wife, correct?
Well, I don't want to ruin the movie, but so yeah, ex-wife.
Okay, it's not. You find out in the first 2 minutes of the movie.
No, but something happens at
the end. See it now, GZ? Okay, but I'm just saying it's ex-wife in the movie.
Number 2, clearly Central Intelligence, Kevin Hart.
The Rock's role in that movie is
amazing.
Is ridiculous. He's like this giant nerd with
yes.
It's just too funny.
It's so good. And the flashbacks to when he's in high school and it's great. And Kevin Hart's absolute ridiculousness thrown in with The Rock and his cheesiness.
It just makes it perfect that they made The Rock the nerd geek still. Like post high school with him jacked out of his mind, still like rocking like unicorn fanny packs and stupid stuff like that. It's just silly. I like it. That's a good one. I'm approving of your list so far.
Yeah, Scorpion King is number 3. First of all, it's like the OG rock movie. There's some like major nostalgia because, it's from the 90s. I think I saw it in the theater and then I watched it a bunch on, I believe, VHS because it's really old.
Oh
It's a
boy,
good movie. Good movie. Actually, it's a terrible movie,
it
but
is.
The Rock
It's
makes it
terrible.
amazing.
It's a
And
terrible movie. I'm glad you
and
admitted
it's
that
such
it's
a cool
terrible.
character. And it's one of the first, like, this is, when you think about it, this is one of the first movies that was like a spin-off from a character from another big movie, like back in the day you didn't get a lot of that. Now it's like all they do. It's like, hey, you watch this movie and there's like a character we like in it,
Ooh.
makes an appearance, and then it becomes a big spin-off, think like a Marvel, and that's all they do. The Mummy was a huge movie. They introduced the Scorpion King for like 2 minutes in the movie, and then they make this giant blockbuster film about the Scorpion King. It was a big deal. It kind of like set the stage for that being a bigger thing, or at least it's one of the first ones I remember that wasn't like a Batman type movie. So there could be others, and I just don't know about it. But I think it was an interesting one.
I was not a fan of the movie, but that's fine. I like that
It's
it's
got to
on your
be
top.
it's got to be up there in the top 10 and in the top 5 because it's the OG.
Okay.
Anyway, next, Hobbs and Shaw. This is probably one of the most recent movies, right?
Hmm.
But have you seen it?
Oh yeah, I saw it in theaters. I loved it.
It's great.
It was weird because I don't want to spoil it for people. No, I don't care. If you don't want to hear that, just mute it for a second. I wanted it to have way more Fast and Furious connections, way more, but it
I
didn't.
thought it was going to, but it really didn't. They made it
Yeah, like I was
standalone.
gonna say,
So
no, we'll spoiler on some of these, but yeah, I was hoping for, I was just waiting for it, and it just didn't happen. But it was still really good, and I love Jason Statham. I like The Rock. It's just for me,
yeah,
it
and like
was
the
a
little
win-win.
competition between them, the whole movie is great.
Yeah,
Just anything one guy does, the other guy has to one up it, even if it makes the situation worse for them. That's the
correct.
best part. So,
We
number
talked.
5,
Yeah,
Skyscraper. We already talked a little bit about it, but similar to San Andreas. So I'd put San Andreas, Skyscraper, and Rampage in like the same category of action ridiculousness that's saved by The Rock and his wonderful acting. Um, but all three of those are just like perfect standalone The Rock movies where he is being silly and fun while also like he's so serious, right? But also fun at the same time.
I would
So I really liked
say
it.
I would say Skyscraper is a modern day Die Hard.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like if you're trying to like, if people are like, oh, what's it kind of like? If you like Die Hard, you would probably like Skyscraper. It just has way more action.
I agree. So Baywatch, I think, could be Baywatch is so funny. Like if you watch that movie with the right mindset, it's absolutely amazing. If you go into
Yeah,
that movie trying to take it seriously, good luck, you're gonna hate it.
and
But
I would agree on that because I was just like, I don't
it
know if
is
I want to see this
amazing
movie,
movie.
but it is actually really funny.
It is very, very funny. He executive produced that too. I don't know if you knew that,
Ooh,
but talk about a movie that didn't take itself seriously at all. It knew it wasn't serious, and they nailed it with the cast. They brought in David Hasselhoff for like cameos and stuff.
that the was that the one
Um,
that had the video at the end or no? Where he had a song? Was that in
I think
Baywatch or was that something
I can't
else?
remember.
I can't
That
remember
might,
either.
but yeah. Again, I think just he's got a really good sense for understanding that his movies aren't considered super serious. So bringing it
No,
like I thought
they're
Zac
fun.
Efron was amazing in this
Yeah,
movie.
I think they're fun and entertaining. Like if you're going
Yeah,
in for something that's fun, you want to just forget everything going on and just see something silly, you'll enjoy Baywatch. Nothing, it's not really anything like the TV show other than taking like one major problem happening at the beach and then it just goes from there.
yeah. So it's funny because his daughter from San Andreas is one of the Baywatch
Yes.
lifeguards too. So you can you can see like the using same cast for different movies and stuff like that. So that's pretty neat. Pretty common, but
Yeah. So number
notable.
7.
7. Moana, this one could easily be higher. I really like it. I think the music in it's really good. The fact that he can sing as well as he does and stuff is really impressive. So,
Are you a fan of
and
the
then
song that everybody sings?
I mean, I thought the music in it's really good.
Yeah.
And the story is really neat, and it's obviously important to him because of he's from Samoa and stuff like that, and so they're telling stories that are relevant to his life and everything. So it's really cool.
I would say that the general public would enjoy this one, kids, everybody. I actually didn't like this movie. I'll be in the minority. I don't like a lot of animated films though, like kid films. Like it's very rare for me to like one. So I mean, but that's just me. But I could see why somebody would like it. It's just too many. I don't know. It's the songs. I don't like all the singing. Even though I literally do sing talking my entire life. I don't like hearing other people do it. So I know I'm in the minority on that one. But I could see why people like it and appreciate the movie. I will watch the video later, Jordan. That's
So
my
I've
pick on
talked
Moana.
about Jumanji already, so I
Yes.
think you guys know
Yeah,
how I feel about
Jumanji
that.
is fun.
Talked a little about
Yeah, a
Rampage
little bit.
already.
Ballers is
There's
the HBO TV show, correct?
Ballers is sort of it's not a movie, it's the TV series, yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, it's one of his best things. I just kind of threw it on the list last because I had thought of it sort of last, but
Okay.
it's yeah, it's a really good series. Kind of like a behind the scenes of the NFL in terms of the agent player relationship, and it gets really crazy, and it's quite crude if you're not into that type of thing. You know,
Okay.
there's a warning there, but yeah, pretty good. So
Yeah, I've never seen an episode of Ballers, but I also don't have HBO. So I
gotcha.
only know
Yeah,
of
no,
it
it's
from like when we
quite good.
had, I mean, I had HBO Go or one of those like a while back when Game of Thrones was on, but I never watched anything else really. I never ended up watching Ballers. People talked about it, I just never tried it. So I'm not opposed
The
to it, but now I'll never be able to see it, kind of thing.
one of the main characters is John David Washington, who's known for like SNL and stuff right now, and he's in a couple other movies, but he's
John
really
David
good.
Washington.
Yeah, you would probably recognize him if you saw his
Yeah.
picture. Um, he's he plays like the superstar prima donna wide receiver, and he's becoming pretty famous now because of that role. And he's on SNL, like I said. Um,
Are you
he's in
sure?
Black Klansman. He's the guy who stars in Black Klansman.
I've
If
never.
you've seen that.
No, I haven't. I never even heard
Okay,
of
so
it.
he's becoming a pretty famous actor, and I think that helped his career. The other guy's Rob Cordy. He's in Hot Tub Time Machine, the bald guy. I don't know.
I never saw the movie.
Gotcha. So,
I've
but there's my point is there's good actors,
No,
and
it's
it's
good. I'm
really
just looking
enjoyable.
up this guy. Sorry, I've never seen this person before.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's becoming pretty well known.
Where was he at on SNL? Was he just on like an episode? I
He's
don't.
like a regular. No, no, he's become like a regular on SNL.
Are you sure
It's
you're thinking of it?
yeah.
It's Where's it? I don't see that on the on his IMDb because I'm an SNL fanatic.
He'll pop in every once in a while. I thought he was a regular though.
I've
So
never. Yeah, Alexandra Daddario. Rez.
yeah, he's in.
I've never seen him in SNL. David.
I
This is
thought he was
pro.
an SNL guy.
Mm-mm. If it, yeah, he was never in an SNL.
Weird. Maybe it's
Ah,
someone else.
Denzel Washington's son. How about that?
Yeah. SNL.
Oh boy, Reza, you're a goofball. This guy making the chat dirty over here. I'm trying to think. I'm pulling up his IMDb, The Rock.
I could have sworn he did SNL. I guess I'm wrong.
Maybe you're thinking of somebody else.
Maybe.
Um, Looking at he's in 67 things. Um, he has 67 things credited to him, so probably 60. I would probably say for me, Jumanji or I take that back. Hercules was really fun. He was really good
It's
in
one I haven't
Hercules.
seen. That's on my haven't seen list.
It's really ridiculous, Hercules, because there's a scene where he like it's in the beginning. It was in the credit or the trailer where he cuts the heads off Hydra and they regrow, and the Hydra's in the water and he's standing next to it in the water, and it just doesn't make sense that all you see are the necks and the heads of the Hydra. That part bothers me. But I'm trying to see here. I would say that one's really good. The Rundown is really good. There's some really good ones out there. Snitch was fun. Pain and Gain. I was watching that the other day, but then I was falling asleep on the couch. I never got to finish that movie. Did you see it with Marky Mark?
Which one again?
Pain and Gain.
Nope, that's on my haven't seen list.
Hmm.
Here, I'll read you my haven't seen list.
Yeah, let's I don't think is that
Hang on, I
on.
gotta scroll up. I just sent it to you.
Oh, that's good. That's a good
find
one
it.
here. This
Find
was
it.
just sent.
Rock movies I have not seen: Snitch, Gridiron Gang, The Rundown, Hercules, and Pain and Gain. I plan on watching them all in the next month.
You should. Snitch is
Very
really
excited
good.
to have a list of rock movies I have not seen.
Snitch is really good.
Hey Reza, I agree. Moana is great. We all agree. The music.
You're good,
is
Reza.
wonderful.
Snitch is good. Pain and Gain, I'd have to see the ending. It's just a really weird. It like takes place in the 90s. The movie. It's like about like an inspirational speaker gets Marky Mark like involved with like a way to get rich fast. But yeah, it's pretty good. What I saw, but I was just falling asleep.
What do we got next?
Next is a little info about The Rock. Tattoo, all the things she said. Who remembers that song?
Oh, right. Tattoos. Here we go. The tattoo guide. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, talk about
The
his
first one,
11
A. The
tattoos.
first one is A, and it is on his back. Well, they all are on the back and arms. These are coconut leaves, which denote a Samoan chief warrior. B is the sun, which represents and brings good fortune. You can see that pretty clearly
Little
there.
sun.
C, I can't pronounce this one very well. It's called an Issa Fatasi in, I guess, Samoan, which means three people in one. Dwayne is represented by the open arms. As it continues on his chest, it connects to, I guess, a depiction of his wife and his daughter. So pretty cool.
That's
so it's
nice.
like three people, like the three people in his family. Letter D.
Number D.
Yeah, number D. Letter D. These descending swirls represent past, present, and future, with the future becoming even bigger. The pattern continues under his arm where its meaning is written. It changes in the place where it is found to be gone. E. These two eyes, called Omata Iluau, represent his ancestors watching over his path. Oh no, website. Don't fail me. Technical issue.
I kind of like that, but I don't.
So F is broken. We'll go to okay, here we go. F. This is the great eye. It's an intimidating symbol that allows its user to possess the spirit of his enemy.
Ooh.
The eye is used to distract the enemy in a confrontation. Pretty cool. I like that one. G, this broken face marked by shark teeth, a symbol of strength, and it is his spirit protector and the symbol of his struggle. Interesting and very deep. H. This one is a priest and spiritual guide who raises a warrior to enlightenment and supernatural power under the eyes of the warrior's ancestors. I. These are stones of achievement and abundance. They are the foundation of his life and symbols of dedication. They bring the right to stand and speak with honor as a Tula Fale, a high talking chief, and they maintain mana or supernatural power. And the last one, J, this is a tortoise shell to deflect evil spirits. Warriors use shells as shields. Pretty cool, huh?
You have stuff for L and M.
So now you know.
I like that. A little bit about are you a tattoo guy?
I don't know. I don't have any tattoos.
I don't
or anything.
either. Not a big tattoo.
But I think it's cool. I mean, Yeah.
Oh, thanks, MGX. Nice.
Yeah.
So, all about The Rock. So hopefully you guys have a little more appreciation on this boy. He's good. Like I think overall, if you like goofy
No
movies,
more confusing him with Vin Diesel. Come
yeah, he
on.
looks nothing like him. Maybe because they're bald. But I would say you have with The Rock, you would. I'd lost my train of thought. But yes, good talking there. But yeah, not. I would say that if you like goofy type movies, you know, comedy ones, even family friendly or just ridiculous action movies, you'll
He
find
is very
something in there
family
that you'll
friendly.
like. He has a couple serious movies in there. Snitch, I want to say, was a little more serious action, but I I'm surprised that a wrestler did a very good job with becoming an actor. And his
Yeah, he's
field of
done it.
geology, he is a rock. So
He's like a crazy busy person. I don't know if you ever read or heard about like his day and how much stuff he does, how much he works out, for God's sakes.
yeah, and his
He's
like
super
cheat,
involved in like so many things.
yeah,
It's
and his
crazy.
he doesn't sleep a lot, and you could actually download an app that's called like the Rock Alarm, and it like
What?
literally is him yelling at you to wake up in the morning.
Nice.
So like, and it like the time it's like the time he wakes up in the morning, that's the time the alarm goes off.
That's pretty cool.
Um, and then like you could look up his workout regime, all that type of stuff. But I know his cheat meals. So whenever he does a cheat meal, he goes off the rails. Like he eats like 12 pancakes kind of thing, like 2 large pizzas. Like he just goes to town on his cheat days. That man can eat. So all about the Rock from rock to rock. So World of Empire.
Right? AOE to Z.
I think that this will become the new mascot of the page. This creepy looking picture. It is on
I
my
think we need to
Twitch.
Photoshop it every week though.
Yeah, there will be some fun stuff, but this will be it. I think I found it. It is on my Twitch channel at the top. It's my cover photo, I want to say. So you'll see that somewhere in there.
It's
Uh,
ridiculous.
the 3v3 Tea Time Team Game Tournament still going on. I know a lot of games were kind of paused this past week because of the July update causing a lot of lag. But games are starting to up and come again. So not much has changed. If I click real quick, this is, yeah, an odd face. You just saw it. MGX got second place. Spoiler alert, you'll see that. I'm just pulling up this bracket. We're still in round 2, has not played. A couple games were played. Knights Who Say Knee won against Logisticas 2-0, or yeah, 1-2-0. So they're moving on. And that was the only one. Everybody else was kind of in a pause, so nothing new happening there on that front. We're kind of rooting on Team Tubby just because of Little Trouble, Zabius, and then the other 2 people don't know as well. Team Us League still going on. Did you play Jordan yet? Do you have your games with him or no? Or that already happened, right?
We haven't played yet, but we will.
I'm behind on a few, but quite a few of mine are people that haven't even responded in the community. So I got to figure that stuff out. Aussie Open is still going on. I don't know when next games are scheduled. I haven't heard from Buggy, and Jordan hasn't
I
told
think
us
they're starting
anything.
back up because of the patch.
Oh yeah, that's right. They had the last week off too.
Yeah, just to wait for the patch. So
Clown Cup 3 finals. Tato won against Viper. So I actually watched that one. I think it was on Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember which day, but Tato was up 3-1 on Viper. Viper came back, tied it up 3-3, or he was up 3-0. Viper came back, tied it 3-3, and then the last game he won. But it was called Clown Cup, I think, because everything takes place on Arena. The games are just that. So that was kind of fun. Team Secret, I don't know if you saw, but Team Secret, all the players in it aren't a part of Team Secret anymore. So like there's a dismantling of the team. They didn't come to terms. So like Viper, Tato, Nilly, and all of them, they're looking for a new team to sponsor them.
yeah, I'm sure they'll figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that's big and everything. Clown Cup as the arena only players got the nickname Clown. Arena only players are called clowns. So us, sweet. Town Bell Cup 2. We got results that I don't know if that, how do you pronounce it? Kapoc?
Yep. Close enough.
Took first
That's what I
place.
think.
MGX took second place.
That's right.
Mhm.
Good job. MGX.
It wasn't just because Kapoc won over MGX in the one game that week that they faced in. That was it. Too funny. And then there's two new tournaments that are lower level. There's Murder Holes Cup and Low ELO Cups. Both of these I have signed up for. They're starting in K-Poc is how he's heard it. Both of these are things that I've signed up for. I can place those links if people are interested in my Discord. But one of them is an ELO range of 1,000 to 1,200. I haven't hit 1,000 yet, so I need to do that before Saturday or Sunday to be able to qualify. The other one is two different ranges, 1,000 to 1,150, and then 1,151 to 1,300. So those are two. Oh, and yes, there is Age of Noob Cup. I'm still uncertain of the Age of Noob Cups, the 3v3. I was reading it last night, and I got really confused. And it might have been because I was super tired.
You were confused.
Yeah.
Confused boy.
Hey, because the way it read, I was like, I couldn't tell if you're like, it's doing a bracket of 1,000 to 1,200 players. Like you have to have 3 in that, or like 1 from each of the ranges. I had like Age of Noob yesterday at 12:39. So yeah, so those are the big things going on right now in the Empire. I don't know, do you have anything else?
There's going to be some games now, so
Yeah.
more big things to come.
So I don't have.
Thanks guys for letting us talk about The Rock. It was fun.
That was fun.